After enduring years of cruel mockery and emotional abuse, Sarah uncovered a devastating betrayal in her husband's phone that shattered her world. Listen to her heartbreaking inner thoughts, raw confrontations, and powerful words as she rises from pain to empowerment. This emotional true story will leave you in tears and inspired by one woman's quiet courage. If you've ever felt broken by someone's words or actions, know that healing and strength are possible. Watch the full story, it's worth every minute. Subscribe to Silent Heroes for more deeply emotional real-life stories of resilience and triumph. Speech balloon comment: what was the moment that changed everything for you? Thumbs up like if this touched your heart. Silent Heroes presents. My husband mocked my cooking at family dinner. What I found in his phone changed everything. Welcome back to Silent Heroes, where we share real stories of quiet strength and hidden pain. Today's story comes from Sarah, a 38-year-old wife and mother who spent years believing she was not good enough. This is her journey from humiliation to freedom, filled with raw emotions, heartbreak, and ultimate triumph. Let me take you back to that evening. It was a Sunday family dinner, the kind we all know. Everyone gathered around the table, children laughing, in-laws chatting, and Sarah had spent the entire day preparing her special lasagna, a recipe passed down from her late grandmother. She poured her heart into it, thinking to herself, "Today he will see how much I love him. Today he will finally say thank you." Mark took a bite, made a face, then said loudly in front of everyone, "This tastes bland, Sarah. How many years have we been married and you still can't season food properly? Seriously, everyone can taste how bad this is, right?" Everyone went quiet. Sarah felt her face burn, her heart pounding. She forced a smile through the tears building inside and said softly, "I'm sorry, Mark. I really tried. I'll try better next time." But inside she was screaming, "Why do you always do this to me? Why in front of everyone? Do I mean so little to you?" This was not the first time Mark had mocked her cooking, her clothes, her weight, even her parenting. Always in front of others, always making her feel small. He would say things like, "You used to be so fit, Sarah, what happened?" Or, "The kids behave better when I'm home because you're too soft." That night after everyone left, Sarah cleaned the kitchen alone, tears falling silently, whispering to herself, "I don't know how much more I can take. I feel so worthless." While Mark sat on the couch scrolling his phone, laughing at messages, she thought maybe he was just stressed from work. Maybe tomorrow he would hold her and say, "I'm sorry, baby, I didn't mean it." But he never did. He just rolled over and slept. Weeks turned into months. The mocking continued. Small comments here and there, always disguised as jokes. But they cut deeper each time. Like, "Pass the salt, Sarah, your food needs help again." Sarah started doubting herself, whispering in the mirror, "Maybe he's right. Maybe I am not good enough." She stopped cooking with love. She stopped trying new recipes. She felt like a failure as a wife, crying alone, asking why doesn't he love me anymore. One evening Mark came home late again, claiming overtime at the office, smelling faintly of perfume. He rushed to the shower, leaving his phone on the kitchen counter. The screen lit up with a notification. A heart emoji from someone named Lisa Work. Sarah stared at the phone, her heart racing, thinking, no, I trust him. I can't look. But that night something pushed her. Maybe it was the years of feeling worthless. Maybe it was the way he smiled at that notification. She picked up the phone with shaking hands. Entered the passcode she knew because he used their anniversary date. What she saw made her freeze. She whispered, "Oh God, no, please no." Messages going back months. Flirty texts. Late-night conversations. Photos. Lisa writing, "You're so funny, Mark, I can't stop thinking about you. You're so handsome, I wish you were single." Mark replying, "You're beautiful, Lisa. I love how you make me feel alive." Sending shirtless pictures after the gym. Planning secret lunch dates. Even talking about Sarah. He wrote, "She doesn't understand me anymore. All she does is complain and cook terrible meals. I can't wait to be free." Sarah's hands shook uncontrollably. Tears streamed down her face. She gasped quietly, "How could you, Mark? After everything I've given you." But she kept scrolling. She found hotel booking confirmations. Shared in the chat. Dates when he said he was working late. There were voice notes. Lisa saying, "I love you, Mark. Come to me soon." Mark saying, "I'm falling for you too, Lisa. You're everything she's not. But I can't leave yet because of the kids." Sarah felt the world collapse. She thought, 10 years of marriage. 2 beautiful children. All our promises. And you threw it away. All while making me feel like I was the problem. Like I was crazy for wanting your love. She put the phone back exactly as it was. Went to the bedroom. Curled up on the floor. And cried silently so the children wouldn't hear. Sobbing, "I loved you so much. How could you hurt me like this?" The next days were torture. Mark acted normal. Kissed her on the cheek saying, "Hey babe, what's for dinner?" Even mocked her new hairstyle in front of his parents saying, "That cut makes you look older, Sarah." But now Sarah saw everything clearly. Thinking, "You're not stressed. You're just cruel. I wasn't the problem. You were." Instead of confronting him right away, Sarah chose silence. She became a silent hero. Whispering to herself, "Not yet. I need to be strong for the kids." She started planning. First she gathered evidence. Screenshots of everything. Saved in a hidden folder on her laptop. Then emailed them to herself. Thinking, "This is my protection now." She contacted a lawyer quietly. Learned about her rights. Discovered that in their state, infidelity doesn't affect asset division much. But the evidence would help with custody. She told the lawyer with tears, "I just want to protect my children." She opened a secret bank account. Started moving small amounts of her freelance income. Money she earned from graphic design on the side. Money Mark always dismissed saying, "That's cute, honey, but it's just pocket change." She talked to a therapist online. Pouring out her heart. "I feel so broken." The therapist said, "You are not broken. You are healing." Sarah began healing her self-worth. Started exercising. Eating better. Telling herself in the mirror, "I am enough. I deserve love." Not for him, but for myself. Months passed. Mark grew bolder, staying out longer, coming home smelling of perfume, still mocking her in front of family, telling his mother, "Sarah just isn't the same woman I married. She's let herself go." His mother nodded, agreed with him saying, "Yes dear, you deserve better." Never once asking Sarah, "How are you feeling?" Sarah thought, "You have no idea what's coming." Then came the day Sarah was ready. It was another family dinner. This time at Mark's parents' house. Sarah prepared nothing. She simply arrived with the children, looking calm and composed, feeling strong inside. During dessert, Mark made his usual comment, loud enough for everyone to hear. "Sarah didn't even bring anything tonight. Guess she finally admitted she can't cook. At least she knows her limits now." Everyone chuckled awkwardly. That was the moment. Sarah's heart raced but her voice was steady. Sarah stood up slowly, looked directly at Mark and said, "I have something to share with the family. Something important." She pulled out printed screenshots, placed them on the table, one by one. Messages, photos, hotel receipts. The room went silent. Mark's face turned white. He stammered, "Sarah, this is private. What the hell are you doing? Stop this now." She replied calmly but with fire in her eyes. "You made my life public for years, Mark. Mocking me, humiliating me in front of everyone. Calling me worthless with your jokes. Now it's time the truth comes out. Everyone deserves to see who you really are." His mother gasped, "Oh my God." His father looked away. His sister stared at the evidence, whispering, "No way." Sarah continued, voice trembling with emotion. "I trusted you for 10 years, Mark. I loved you with everything I had. I raised our children, built this home, cooked every meal, supported your dreams, while you were sneaking around with Lisa from work, telling her I was the problem, that my cooking was terrible, that I didn't understand you. How could you say those things about me? After all the nights I waited for you, all the times I cried alone." Mark tried to grab the papers, shouting, "This is none of their business. You're crazy, Sarah." But Sarah stood firm. "I already sent copies to everyone's email, including yours, Mom. So no one can pretend this didn't happen." She looked at him one last time, tears in her eyes but voice strong. "I filed for divorce yesterday. I have all the evidence. I'm keeping the house, primary custody of our beautiful children. And you can explain to your family why you destroyed everything we built. Why you broke my heart into pieces." Then she took the children's hands, said softly to them, "Come on, sweeties, let's go home." Walked out, head held high, feeling free for the first time in years. Mark tried calling her for weeks, leaving voicemails begging, "Sarah, please, I'm so sorry. It was a mistake. I love you. I'll change, I promise. Come back." But Sarah listened once and thought, "I heard enough promises, enough lies." She never answered. The divorce went through smoothly. Sarah kept the house, got child support, and started thriving. She went back to her graphic design full-time, Built a successful online business. Started cooking again. Experimenting with joy. Telling herself, "This is for me now." Her children saw her strength. Hugged her saying, "Mommy, you're so strong. We love you." And learned what real respect looks like. Mark moved in with Lisa. But the affair ended soon after. Lisa told him, "I didn't sign up for this drama." 4 kids and an angry ex. He ended up alone. Lost his family. Lost the respect of his parents. Who said to him, "We raised you better than this." Sarah never raised her voice in anger. Never sought revenge out of hate. She simply chose herself. And her children. Whispering, "I am worth more than your lies." That is the power of a silent hero. Sarah is now happier than ever. Smiling genuinely. She found her worth. Not in someone else's approval, but in her own unbreakable strength. If you are going through something similar, feeling the pain of betrayal, know that you are not alone. Your worth is not defined by how others treat you. You have the power to change your story. To rise stronger. Thank you for watching Silent Heroes. If this emotional story touched you deep in your heart, like the video. Subscribe for more real stories of quiet courage and healing. Leave a comment below. Tell us, have you ever discovered a painful truth? How did you find your strength to move forward? Until next time. Stay strong. Stay silent when needed. But never stay small.